That is the field before the lines and bases are put down. The grounds crew performs the same ritual for every game on every field, laying chalk lines, putting down bases, mowing the outfield. It's as timeless as the game itself, and it's all in anticipation of two words: play ball.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rex Smith, and I'm reporting live from Oscar Frazier Park in beautiful Bluffton, South Carolina. We're at Terry L. Pinckney Memorial Field. That's field number 2 here at Oscar Frazier. We got a great matchup for you this afternoon in the Dixie Boys State Championship, and between our visiting team for this particular contest will be Seneca, the All-Stars from Seneca, versus the home team, the All-Stars from St. George. So anyway, we're looking forward to this matchup of 14-year-olds in this double elimination tournament. This is opening day here at Oscar Frazier Park for the Dixie Boys State Championships, and we are excited about bringing you this game today. Or whatever, starting off with the field will be your home team, St. George. And that way the St. George lines up is Landon Messick in left, Tyler Wright in center, Connor Carrollton in right, Jake Herden at third base, Hayden Herzog at shortstop, Manning Thompson at second, Harrison Wembley at first, Trevor Hilton's pitching, and Hunter Hartzog is your catcher. Hartzog has been a popular name here this week. Hartzog must be synonymous with baseball in South Carolina, because between the Ozone tournament last week and just today's action, this has got to be the 6th or 7th Hartzogs that we have seen, and all of them have been players. Anyway, so we're already underway here. I want to say the first pitch was a ball. Now batting for Seneca is Eli Moore, the second baseman. Swing and a miss. Oh, I guess he did strike out there. That's 3 strikes right there on Eli Moore, the second baseman. Now batting number 5, Cade Ratcliffe. Number 5, Cade Ratcliffe, your shortstop from Seneca. Trevor Hilton dealing. Pitch, a bounding ball, foul down the third base line.
3-2. Has he swung yet? No.
Cade Ratcliffe is the shortstop for Seneca. Right-handed batter, big strong kid. Ball must have been a little bit low. Pitch is hammered into left field for a base hit for Cade Ratcliffe. Nice strong arm from the left fielder, Landon Messick. First hit of the game, 1 out here at the top of the first inning. Again, welcome to Bluffton, South Carolina. Now batting is your pitcher, number 2, Ethan Miller. He's the number 3 batter in the lineup today. Ethan Miller takes a ball outside.
That wasn't even close.
No, I got pitching. No, yeah, you're just doing score.
All right, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner was going, must have been a foul ball. Oh. I'm not sure what happened there. The man went from first to second. It must have been a balk. It's the only thing I can think of for him to jog in there like that.
Good luck to both teams tomorrow.
All right. 2 balls, no strikes. To the pitcher, Ethan Miller. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Set. Pitch delivered. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch looked pretty close. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitcher Trevor Hilton for St. George. Both these teams are physically fit teams, big, strong kids. Good job by the catcher. Advancing. Oh, they called it safe. You don't see that often. Don't see that often where the umpire points and then calls safe. But a stolen base. Looked like he was shot. The ball beat him there. Must have slid under the tag. So anyway, that puts Cade Ratliff at third base. 1 out with the batter, Ethan Miller. Ethan Miller looking to Coach Matt Adams probably looking for Ethan to drive the ball to the right-hand side. A tank hit down the left field line. That ball was crushed, but foul. Pretty loud strike right there. That ball was hammered. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out with a man on third. Coach Matt Adams looking for his pitcher here, Ethan Miller, to either deliver a base hit or a ground ball to the right-hand side. Ball is hit hard to third base. Runner is advancing automatically. Third baseman over to first. The ball is overthrown. Ethan Miller taking second on the overthrow. Ball was hit hard to the third baseman, Landon Messick. Landon got ate up by it a little bit. That ball was hammered. Landon got ate up on that just a little bit. Recovered. I think Landon was wanting to go the runner. Ethan Miller was breaking for home. I think Landon had an idea since that ball was hit so hard to third to make a play at home, but the ball ate him up just a little bit. So anyway, that's 1 run. That's 1 run. Ethan Miller scoring. Cade Ratliff scoring. Ethan Miller's now on second base. Called strike to number 12, Braden Miller. He's your third baseman. Ball is hammered down the third base line. Foul. All right, here we are. 1 out in the top of the first. Ethan Miller at second base for Seneca. Braden Miller batting. Seneca's got something cooking here at the top of the first. Man on second, scoring position. Less than 2 outs. Nice breaking ball by Trevor Hilton for strike 3. Trevor did a really good job on that. Breaking ball after setting him up with a fastball hot up and in. Did a breaking ball that started out in the middle of the plate, working away. Now batting number 32, Wyatt Sheriff. Wyatt Sheriff with 2 outs, looking for a little 2-out rally. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was a bit inside. We are. No problem, yeah. Had a lot of, ball is hit third base to Jack Hernan. Across, nice scoop by Harrison Wimberly. What a play by Wimberly. Somebody buy that kid a steak for saving. Call the first baseman when they make scoops like that, EMTs, because they save lives or whatever, and he did a great job on that. Here we are in the middle of the first inning. 1-0, Seneca takes a quick lead. What a great scoop by Wimberly. Great job there by St. George getting out of that inning with minimal damage with just one run. Seneca's now taking the field. With their pitcher Ethan Miller. Ethan's the one who got the big hit just a little bit ago. Ethan will be pitching.
Seneca's starting pitcher will be Ethan Miller. Number 2, Ethan Miller.
Seneca lines up defensively. We're pretty excited about watching this team. They all look like big, strong kids. Grayson Kirby in left field, Owen Beasley in center, Tanner Ball in right field, Braden Adams at third, Cade Ratliff at short, Eli Moore at second base, Wyatt Sheriff at first, Ethan Miller pitching, and Ethan Gibson will be your catcher. Batting lineup for St. George will be number 4, Hunter Herzog batting first, number 9, Trevor Hilton batting second, number 1, Tyler Wright batting third, number 20, Jake Hernan batting cleanup. Landon Messick is your left fielder batting 10th. Shortstop Hayden Herzog, number 2, will be batting 6th. First baseman Harrison Wimberly batting 7th, number 12. Number 5, Manning Thompson is your second baseman. And batting 9th will be Connor Chosen, your right fielder. Beautiful day for a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. It's still pretty hot and humid here. No rain in the forecast. It's been a high blue sky all day. Over here on field 2 for the folks tuning in from Seneca and St. George, it's our big field here, 300 around the loop from left field to center to right field, 300 down the line, center and right field. But one of the things that's different than fields 1 and 3 here is that field number 2 has quite a deep backstop. It's a minimum of at least 30 feet from the catcher, from the catcher's position to the backstop. So I'll tell you, it's going to be quite a workout for those catchers today on a hot day. And I'll tell you, we've seen many games won and lost on field 2 this week between the Ozone State Tournament, the Junior Dixie boys, and the Dixie boys being done with the catchers keeping the ball in front of them. It's paramount, if you want to win this ball game, to have good defensive catching and make sure the catchers are doing their job, keeping the ball in front of them. Tough order sometimes whenever these Dixie boys are slinging it in here as heavy, as hot as they're throwing it in here. But anyway, we're ready to get underway here at the bottom of the first. First batter is Hunter Harsog, the catcher, number 4. First pitch is a pop-up to second base. 1 pitch, 1 out for number 2. Ethan Miller. Now batting number 9. Trevor Hilton, your pitcher for St. George, is now your batter. Digs in. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Ball, 2 pitches. Oh, foul ball. Looked like there's going to be a little bounding ball bouncing, between first and pitcher. It was a foul ball. Ethan Miller toeing the rubber. Showing bunt. Strike 2. Looked like a strike 2. Trevor trying to do a good job swinging at the first pitch, showing bunt, and trying to deliver bunt on the second pitch. No balls and 2 strikes. No outs here. 1 out here in the first inning. Fouled straight back, breaking ball on the outside third. Out. Here we go. Ball. Heavy hit. Foul ball down the right field line. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning for your St. George All-Stars. Ooh. That looked like a pretty good pitch, but the ball was taken inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right. Pitch on the way. Ball is hammered over the shortstop's head for a base hit. Left fielder Landon Messick does a good job cutting that ball off. But let me tell you, Trevor Hilton stretches that ball in the gap into a double. Good job by number 9 taking the extra base when the ball got hit in the gap there. Jack Fripp and the whole superintendent department here at Beaufort County Pals has done a great job keeping these fields in order. It is a pretty shaved outfield where the ball does get down hard and fast. So I'll tell you, Grace and Kirby did a good job cutting that ball off. But I'll tell you, with the power that all these teams are showing, both teams showing quite a bit of respect in the outfield. All the outfielders playing pretty deep for this St. George team. Got a pinch runner coming in. Number 3's coming in for the pitcher. Right now, Trevor Hilton over there on second base. So here we got 1 out. Runner in scoring position on second base with a pinch runner. And now batting number 1, Tyler Wright, the center fielder. Big, strong kid right here. Looking to add a little bit of damage here to try to tie this game up. 1 out. Ball, I guess. All right. Oh, no, he called a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. 0-2's the count. Good lead. Breaking ball on the outside third. Good idea. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitcher Ethan Miller starting with 2 fastballs in. The 0-2 count, went with a breaking ball on the outside. Uh-oh. Pickoff play at second. Pinch runners in there safely. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning for number 1, Tyler Wright. Ethan Miller pitching. Pitcher comes set, delivery. Ball is hit right back to pitcher. Pitcher looks back, the second baseman. The runner at second. Good job done there defensively. Good job by Ethan getting the ball hit right back to him. He checks the runner that was on second, gets the out at first. The runner at second doesn't advance. So job well done by the Seneca team. We have 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 with a runner in scoring position, and now batting is number 20, Jake Herndon, your cleanup hitter. Jake plays third base. Pop up on the infield. First baseman calls off pitcher. Pitcher makes the play anyway. 3 outs. That'll do it here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 now with Seneca having the lead. 1-0, Seneca on top. Here on the Beaufort County Channel, reporting from Beaufort County, South Carolina. More importantly, Bluffton, South Carolina. And we'll take a little break right here and go in. When we come back, we'll be at the top of the second inning here on the Beaufort County Channel.
Hey, I'm Josh Reddick, World Series champ, and you're watching the County Channel.
I'm from South Carolina, and my vote counts.
I am from South Carolina.
The Palmetto State.
Mi voto cuenta.
I'm a South Carolinian, and my vote counts.
And my vote counts.
This year, thousands of South Carolinians will vote using the newest, most advanced voting technology in the world. Every vote matters, and every vote counts.
I'm from South Carolina, and my vote counts.
All right, fantastic. Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Bluffton, South Carolina at Oscar Frazier Park. Here we are in the second inning with your batter now for Seneca, number 15, Grayson Kirby, the left fielder. Starting the second inning of work is Trevor Hilton for St. George. Trevor, a good-looking pitcher. Ball's high on that one. 2-0. Hunter Hartzog catching, doing a good job back there with his buddy Trevor Hilton. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike to number 15, Grayson Kirby, your left fielder. Hey, we have a good crowd on hand. I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we got a good crowd on hand over here at Field 2 between Seneca and St. George. St. George not that far away, I guess. They've got quite a few parents. Tents set up all down on the right side of the infield, all the way down into the outfield, watching the boys from St. George. Seneca, a good crowd. Leadoff walk issued by Trevor Hilton. Leadoff walk by Trevor Hilton to left fielder Grayson Kirby. Now batting is number 4, Kobe Gentry. He's your designated hitter. He's batting for our catcher, Ethan Gibson, today. Ball is hit on the ground at the second base. Double play possibility. They get the force on the fielder's choice at second. 1 out. Nice play by Manning Thompson there. Might have had a chance at 2, but the ball did check up just a little bit, so he did, in fact, get the force out at second with Hayden Hartzog covering second base on the fielder's choice. We have 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Big left-handed hitter here now. Ball is crushed down the right field line, foul. This is your center fielder, Owen Beasley. Owen Beasley looks just shy of 7 feet. Number 22, left-handed hitter. Good strong posture here. Trevor Hilton delivers. Ball's inside, breaking ball inside. I think Owen thought he got hit, but since Owen thinks thought he got hit, but it looks like he's wanting to swing the bat. Pitch delivered. fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes for the tall left-hander. Like we said, great crowd out here. Beaufort County's done a great job putting this thing together. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Owen Beasley. Trevor Hilton with the big strikeout there for the second out in the inning.
Number 37, Tanner Ball.
Tanner Ball, your right fielder, now batting. Another big, strong kid batting here in the number 9 slot. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Trevor Hilton working his breaking ball. First pitch breaking ball to Tanner. Get ahead quickly here. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch delivered. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 breaking balls in a row here. I'll tell you, these kids, now that they're 14, most of the time they've been well trained, properly coached in throwing that many breaking balls. High and inside there. Runner at first advancing, number 4 advancing. Kobe Gentry, the DH, to second base. Runners in scoring position with 1 and 2, with a 1-2 count with Tanner Ball batting. That was the situations there, Alec, that we were talking about with that backstop being 30 feet back there, that basically the runners can just jog in on a pass ball. The faster runners can even take 2 sometimes on a pass ball that far back. Oh, rung him up with a backwards K there. Number 37, Trevor Hilton with 2 strikeouts in the inning.
Pitch count for Trevor Hilton, 33. Pitch count for Trevor Hilton, 33.
Trevor Hilton at the end of 2 innings with 33 pitches. That's pretty nice. 15-pitch inning. Got out of there. So here we are in the middle of the second inning with your score 1-0. Seneca leading 1-0 with St. George coming up to bat. And again, here we are on opening day. And if you don't know what we do here in Dixie Boys State Championship Baseball, it's a double elimination tournament. Today's the opening day, and these are our last 2 games of the evening. We have games going on. Field 2 right now, the one that we're proud to present you, between Seneca and St. George. And over on Field 3, we have the host team, Bluffton, the Beaufort All-Stars, playing the All-Stars from Myrtle Beach North. Fantastic. Got a 2-0 score over there right now. Who's up over there, Al? North Myrtle. 2-0 North Myrtle Beach on field number 3. No, it's all right. I was talking to my partner up here, Alan Arsenault.
Well, folks, at this time, we want to talk about some of the great sponsors that make this tournament happen here in downtown Bluffton, such as Outback Steakhouse. Of course, they're one of the signature sponsors of the tournament. They help feed some of the great players that you see here today when they have their banquet starting off. And we'll talk more as we move along.
All right, Ethan Miller getting ready for his second inning of work. Covering the bunt as he jumped off the mound, was able to retrieve the ball, throw over to first base for the first out. And Ethan with a pitch behind the batter, number 2, Hayden Hartzog. That was Landon Messick, who tried to get the bunt down here shortly, just before that, for the first out. Pitch outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Ball is hammered in between the 5-6 hole, right into left field. That ball was hit hard by number 2, Hayden Hartzog. So here we are with 1 out in the bottom of the second. St. George has something cooking with Hayden Hartzog with a big hit.
Number 12, Harrison Wimberly.
Harrison Wimberly, now your batter, big, strong left-handed batter. I believe he's your first baseman. First baseman for St. George. Coach Brent Jackson going through his signs. See if they have something cooking here. Good lead. Runner breaks for second, slides hard. Easy stolen base. Easy stolen base there for Hayden Hartzog on the first movement. So here we go. We got a runner on second base. Got a runner in scoring position with one out here in the bottom of second. Big, strong Harrison Wimberly, your number 7 batter. Now batting, Harrison starts off with an open stance. Umpire puts the ball back in play. Wimberly showing bunt. Ball's inside. Hartzog, look at that secondary by him, man. What a good job there.
So 0-2 to Mendoza.
1-2. It's an okay lead. 3 shuffles. Look at that. He's going. Ball shot down to third. Easily stolen base for Hartzog. Hayden is just being a menace on those bases, boys, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you, his initial lead was aggressive, but his secondary takes 2 to 3 hops on the secondary. Puts a tough situation for the catcher. And that situation puts a tough situation on the catcher, because when you take that aggressive secondary like that, if you throw behind him, he's just going to jog in and go ahead and steal the base anyway. Ball's hammered down the right field line with a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hartzog at third. Coach Brent Jackson looking for a fly ball from his big first baseman here, or at least with a left-hander. Ball hit hard to the right-hand side would get the score and tie this ball game up, even if it's a grounder. Ball's hit to shortstop. Runners coming to third. Error by the shortstop for their first run of the game for St. George. Ties it up. Harrison Wimberly does his job, gets the ball hit hard on the ground for the RBI. Good job there of technical baseball. Your score now is 1-1 with 1 out here.
Now batting number 5, Manning Thompson.
Batting now for your St. George All-Stars is Manning Thompson. He's your second baseman. Wimberly's on first. Good lead by Wimberly. He must be pretty fast as well. Oh, ball just a bit outside. All right. 1 out here with the runner on first. Pitch delivered, swing and a miss for number 5, Manning Thompson, your second baseman. Like we said, a beautiful day here for baseball. The wind's working a little bit right to left. A little breeze out there. It is pretty hot and humid, so if the ball gets in the air, that just the humidity in the air will kind of knock it down. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, looking for a pickoff right behind there.
Now batting number 8,
Ethan Gibson doing his best job or whatever on that. Try to get a strike him out, throw him out there on first base. So here we are, 2 outs here as we come to the bottom of the order. Number 8, Connor Carrollton, your right fielder. Carleton, your right fielder. Ethan Miller comes set, pitch. Ball is hammered up the middle. Tough play by the shortstop. Diving chance by the shortstop, Cade Ratcliffe. The ball gets right under his glove, hit into center field. Here we are with a little bit what we call a 2-out rally, a little working here. Men on first and second with 2 outs, and now back at the top of the order. Hunter Hartzog is now your batter, brother of Hayden Hartzog. Like we said, we have had a bevy of Hartzogs in town this week. Hopefully they got a group family discount at the Holiday Inn. Because I'm telling you, this is at least got to be the 7th Hartzog we've seen. Pitch on the way. Taken low for ball 1. Runners on first and second. Rookie batter Hunter Hartzog, the catcher. Ball is hammered in the right center field. This is score 1. Advancing to third is a runner. Men on first and third here. big-time two-out RBI by Hunter Hartzog, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big-time hit in a big-time situation. St. George takes a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. That's what we call a two-out rally now with number 9, Trevor Hilton, your pitcher, coming up to bat, and they're looking to do some more damage.
Number 9, Trevor Hilton.
Hunter Hartzog showing as good a base running as his brother, going ahead and taking second on the throw. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. There were 2 outs with men on second and third. Hunter taking second on that does a good job. Doesn't allow Seneca to try to put into play any type of first or third play. Bouncing ball to the pitcher for the 3rd out of the inning, but St. George does their job. Scores 2 here in the second inning. At the close of the second inning, is now 2-1 St. George. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening and watching live baseball here on the Beaufort County Channel. We'll take a break here as we come into the top of the 3rd when we return.
The County Channel is also available on video on demand. Go to BeaufortCountySC.gov, scroll down to Public Meetings, click Watch Now, and then click the Video on Demand button and select your program from the list.
Call the meeting to order.
If you'd like a DVD of this program, click on the link on the right and fill out the order form. And thank you for watching the County Channel.
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Alec. Here we are at the top of the 3rd inning, 2-1. St. George here in Bluffton, South Carolina. What a ball game we have. Moving right along here in the top of the 3rd. What a ball game we have going on. 2-1. Trevor Hilton starting his 3rd inning of work. Trevor was showing a good breaking ball the last inning. And now batting for Seneca is back to the top of the order, your second baseman, Eli Moore. Looking for a great opportunity here. Seneca trying to come back. Seneca took an early 1-0 lead. St. George comes back in the bottom of the 2nd, take a 2-1 lead.
Number 10, Gibson.
As we get ready to get back into play. Umpire putting the ball back into play.
The 2 strikeouts so far here for North Myrtle Beach pitcher Ethan Matthews. 2 outs.
Trevor Hilton. All right. Umpire finally puts the ball back into play, and now we're ready to play baseball. Pitch behind his head to number 3, Eli Moore, your second baseman. For Seneca, back at the top of the order. See if Seneca's looking to put something on the board here. Coach Matt Adams. Ball's hit hard down the 3rd base line. Nice textbook backhand by Jake Herndon. Somebody get that guy a medal. That was a nice backhand play behind the bag. Shoots across. Even though we're playing 54-80, that's still a pretty good, it's a pretty long throw there from behind 3rd base. What a great job by Jake Herndon for the first out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Now batting swing and a miss for number 5, Cade Ratcliffe, your shortstop. Great job by Jake Herndon. Ooh. Ball just a bit up.
I think he was aiming for the camera.
Yeah, he was trying to do the best, but I'll tell you, the camera's looking good there, Alec. You've done a great job. Alec's our director. He's been here all week working from basically noon until midnight every day, putting together the Beaufort County Channel here on Field 2. He's done a fantastic job. Pitch delivered, 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out.
You know, luckily, and we're doing this for 2 weeks this year, we've only had to stay past midnight 1 day.
That's true. I was working with Alec on that particular game. It was we had lightning delays. Luckily, no rain, just a lightning delay. Pitch on the way. Foul ball. for number 5, Cade Ratcliffe, with 1 out here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We've had a great 2 weeks of baseball here so far. I mean, this is just the beginning of the second week here. Lots of sunshine. Only had 1 lightning delay so far. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs here in the top of the third. St. George has got 2. Pitch on the way, ball, pop fly. Looks like it could be in play here. Nope, just foul right outside the fence. All right. Outfielder showing quite a bit of respect for the top of this Seneca order. Everybody's playing pretty deep. Pitch is high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way. Ball is hammered down the left field line. Fair ball. Number 2, Ethan Miller going to second base. Stand-up double for number 2, Ethan Miller. That ball was absolutely hammered. So like we were bragging about all of the shade and all the trees that we have here in beautiful Oscar Frazier Park, that one was hammered down the line, and we were kind of blocked from our view to see where the ball actually landed. But we did see that it was absolutely hammered down the third base line. So now batting is number 12, Braden Miller. So we have 2 outs. Seneca's got something cooking now with a 2-out double. Ball's fouled straight back into the trees. Makes it a 1 ball, 1 strike count with 2 outs here. All right, pitch on the way. Ball's hammered. Good piece of hitting there into the right center gap. That will score. That will score the pitcher. Ethan Miller. That's a good piece of 2-out, 2-strike hitting right there, ladies and gentlemen, by Braden Miller. That's kind of what we try to teach our kids, ladies and gentlemen, is anytime try to hit it where the ball is pitched. That ball was pitched on the outside third. Braden absolutely hammers it into the right center field for RBI single. So that ties this ball game up 2-2 in the top of the third. What an exciting ball game. Oh, pitch right in. Pitch right inside to number 32, Wyatt Sheriff. Wyatt's a big, strong first baseman. Looking to add more damage here in the 2-out rally here in the third inning, in the top of the third inning. Ball game's 2-2. Pitch looks a little low. 2 balls, no strikes. Breaking ball by Trevor Hilton. What happened? Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sorry for the interruption, ladies and gentlemen. Swing and a miss. Just a little late on that breaking ball right there for number 32, Wyatt Sheriff. Wyatt was looking to do some damage with that swing. It was just a little bit late. 3 balls and 1 strike. Still a hitter's count. Ooh. Oh, I was going to say. Our umpire here, we haven't worked with this particular umpire late. He takes his time on a strike call there. That's 3 balls and 2 strikes. That ball was right down the belt. I was going to be a little concerned if he called that one a ball. Oh, balk called on Trevor Hilton. Advancing to second base is number 12 on the balk, Braden Miller. So here we got 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss. That runs it full right there. I thought it was full already. Ball is hammered to left field. Left fielder Landon Mexis there makes the catch.
Now up to bat number 15, Grayson Kirby.
That ball was down for a base hit. It looked like he had plenty of time to get under that ball, but I guess it got down for a base hit. So here we are, first and third with 2 outs. Grayson Kirby, now your batter, your left fielder, men on first and third. Check swing to the pitcher for the third out of the inning. Ball game is tied 2-2 at the end of. See, that was Seneca. Now we're in the middle of the third inning, and boy, have we had such a great game here. And again, we'd like to talk about our sponsors. Talk about whenever we have this many teams in for an entire week of baseball. I'll tell you, each team only plays one game a day, so a lot of the teams are getting to enjoy a lot that Beaufort County has to offer, whether it's boating, fishing, camping, or even just sucking up some AC. Station 300 does a great job of that. 24-lane bowling alley. That when you're down here in Bluffton, make sure you go over and visit our sponsor, Station 300. Large arcade, great food and beverage over there at that place as well. Also, right here, not even less than a mile from the ballpark here, probably closer to a half a mile, are there vendors that are sponsoring this baseball tournament over in the Promenade area on Calhoun Street. That would be our Sippin' Cow Cafe, the best breakfast in the Low Country. I defy you to find better grits in the Low Country than over at the Sippin' Cow Cafe. Go see Christy and April and the rest of the gang over there for breakfast. And then for lunch or dinner, you can go to Local Pie, a locally owned pizza pie restaurant over there in the Promenade. They do a fantastic job of providing gourmet pizza at bargain prices. Full bar, great air conditioning. And then for dinner, you can go over on Dr. Mellencamp Drive and have dinner at Toomer's Seafood Restaurant. Doesn't get any fresher than that than Toomer's. I mean, they own their own shrimp boats, own their own oyster boats. Comes right out of the May River and onto your plate that day. Now batting number 1 for St. George in a tied ball game, 2-2. Tyler Wright's now batting. We have Ethan Miller digging in to start his pitch. And Tyler hammers the ball to right field. It's down. Right fielder Connor Carrollton got burned. Number 1, Tyler Wright, stand-up triple to right, and I apologize. That was Tanner Ball in right field for Seneca. Apologies to Connor from St. George. That was Tanner Ball. Got a rough jump on that one, but I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that ball was absolutely smoked to right field by the center fielder. Tyler Wright rolls to the fence. Tyler with a lead-off triple to start the bottom of the third here for St. George. Now batting is number 20, Jake Herndon. Jake is your third baseman. Made a nice play earlier in the game. Pitch well outside for Ethan Miller. So we have a leadoff triple here. No outs.
That's a great leadoff.
Yep, that's a way to start an inning. That ball is hammered to left field for the RBI. Gets past the left fielder, Grayson Kirby. Here's another extra base hit for number 20, Jake Herndon with the RBI single. St. George, what a ball game we have here, ladies and gentlemen. A seesaw ball game. St. George taking a lead 3-2. Now batting is number 10. Number 10 for St. George. Landon Messick's your left fielder. Got a runner on second. No outs. St. George looking to do some damage here. Ethan catching his breath. Number 20 on second takes his lead. Jake Herndon. Modest lead there. Ball is hit to shortstop. Under the shortstop's glove. Coach is sending Herndon. Scores again. Number 20, Jake Herndon scores from second on that base hit. Solid base hit. Shortstop. 4-2 St. George. No outs. Number 2's now batting. Number 2's now batting for St. George. Hayden Hartzog. If you remember in the earlier innings, Hayden got on. It was an absolute menace to Ethan. Stealing bases left and right. Oh, goodness gracious. Ball slipped out of the catcher's hand. Two bases taken on that. Catcher Ethan Gibson's not sure what happened as the runner was advancing to second. Ethan Gibson, the catcher, goes to make the throw down, and I'm not really sure what happened. The ball went bounding towards shortstop, not towards second base. I'm not sure if as he was throwing down, he hit the batter's bat, but we've seen Ethan throwing down all day today. Nothing tells me that he'd be throwing to the shortstop position instead of second base in that situation. So either the ball slipped out of his hand on a humid day. Regardless, it was a two-base situation with the ball not being thrown straight to second base. So here we are again. Ethan Miller with a quick timeout. Coach Coach Matt Adams with the quick visit over there to Ethan Miller. Got a man on third, no outs.
Ball strike 3.
Pitch on the way. Ball's hit the shortstop. Hit the third baseman. Third baseman makes a nice play, but gets an RBI anyway. That's an RBI 5-3 in your scorebook. And St. George takes a pretty hot lead, 5-2 with 1 out. And now batting is a big, tall left-hander, Harrison Wimberly, batting with nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Harrison has some really quick hands for a tall kid. I'll tell you, I like that compact swing. It's like he doesn't really get a big load. Doesn't get a big load when the pitcher's knee comes up, but he has such quick hands. Starts with an open stance and closes back. Big, strong kid right here. Nobody on with 1 out. 1 ball and 1 strike for Harrison Wimberly. Ethan Miller, your pitcher for Seneca. Oh, breaking ball. Good pitch right there. That's what we call a good miss. That was not a strike, but it sure was a good miss. I would have swung at it. Let's go. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch on the way. Pitch outside. 3-1. 3-1 hitters count for Harrison Wimberly. Harrison going without the mittens today. Harrison ball 4.
Next up to bat for St. George, number 5, Manning Thompson.
Now batting Manning Thompson. He's your second baseman for St. George. 5-2 with 1 out with a man on first. Runner comes set. Swing. Foul ball down the third base line. No balls and 1 strike, 1 out. 5-2 lead for St. George. I'll tell you, great baseball atmosphere out here at Oscar Frazier Park. We have so many batting cages in this place right now. It makes my heart warm to see dads and their sons, while baseball games are going on, getting their practice in, kids getting their work in. We have the brand new 3-tunnel system down the left field in between fields number 1 and 2 on a joint partnership between Beaufort County and Bluffton Youth Sports, putting in a beautiful batting cage. Makes it a state-of-the-art facility of anywhere here in the Low Country. Anywhere here in the Low Country. Gives these teams the ability to get warmed up quickly. You have 1 tunnel in between fields 2 and 3 and 3 tunnels in between fields 1 and 2. Gets these coaches the best opportunity to get their kids ready to play baseball. That 3-tunnel system that was just put in this year, just a few weeks ago. Ball's hit hard to second base. Oh, eats up number 3. Wimberly advances to third. That'll be an E4 on Eli Moore. Ate him up. Ball was hit right to him, but I'm telling you, that ball was stung. Now batting number 8, Connor Carlton. Manning Thompson with a hard hit ball to the second baseman. Eats the second baseman up. We got first and third, 5-2. 1 out here. Let's see if Seneca has anything on for a first and third play. Oh, delayed steal. Hit and run. You got only chances to get one out there. Got him an RBI on that. And that's what we say is with less than 2 outs, we always ask our batters to do a job. Do a job with a runner on third with less than 1 out, especially at the bottom of the order. And I got to give Connor Carrollton, he better be getting hugs and high fives going in there, hitting the ball to the right-hand side, getting an RBI. That's what we call doing a job, ladies and gentlemen. When a kid at the bottom of the order hits it the right side to get an RBI, he sits there and does what his team needs him to do, which is an RBI. Sacrifices a little bit of his own glory. It goes down as a fielder's choice. 4-3 in the scorebook, but he still gets that important RBI. Here we are back at the top of the order for St. George with 2 outs. Hunter Harzog, your catcher, with men on second. The man on second with a 6-2 lead. Good job, good baseball playing. Good job by Coach Brent Jackson. Ball's hammered to third. What a play. Oh, no. Jake Herndon makes a great play at third. Getting the short hop. Makes the throw over to first base. Low throw to first base. First baseman Wyatt Sheriff couldn't make the play of the scoop. Like we said, a great play, short hop play by Braden Adams, third baseman. Got another run in, 7-2. Uh-oh. Pickoff play to first. Runner goes in feet first instead of diving back. Thought he had a chance. Yeah, 7-2 now. There you go. Showing bunt on the steal. Uh-oh. Good job. Good defensive job there by number 4, Eli Moore. Second baseman. Number 3, Eli Moore, I'm sorry. Ball was not on target by the catcher on that one. Runner on second base with 2 outs. Number 9, Trevor Hilton batting. 7-2 lead for St. George here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitcher comes set. Pitch is hammered to shortstop. Shortstop's making a play to first. Oh, first baseman Wyatt Sheriff gets the ball, get away from him again. That ball was deep in the hole. It's a tough throw for any shortstop. Tough throw from any shortstop whenever he's throwing from back there on the grass. Score now is 8-2 St. George. 8-2 St. George. That's tough on both plays from the left side of the infield for Seneca. Both the shortstop and the third baseman on consecutive plays made quality defensive stops that anybody be proud of. But each throw came up just a little bit short, and Wyatt Sheriff was not able to make the scoops on either one of those. Pitch outside, 8-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. St. George has something cooking. We're all the way back to Tyler Wright, who started off this inning. Tyler started off this inning with a leadoff triple, and we're back as we bat around the order. Oh my gosh, I like this kid. Oh, Tyler Wright, your center fielder, with a RBI double. Kid's going for the cycle today. He's already got the double and the triple. And we still got plenty of time in this game. Now batting number 20, Jake Herndon for St. George. 9-2. 9-2 is your score. Tyler Wright with some good, strong hands there. Quick hands to pound that ball into left field. And like we said, Jack Fripp, our superintendent for Beaufort County Pals, has this field looking amazingly good for the dead of summer. But whenever the ball gets hit that hard on the ground, it's easy for the ball to skip past any outfielder. And that's happened twice for Tyler Wright this game. He pounded it to right field 2 innings ago, and or on his last bat, and then a double on this one. 9-2 here, 1 ball and no strikes with your batter, number 20, Jake Herndon, the third baseman. Ethan Miller comes set. Strike called on the outside corner. A little bit of a breaking ball there, 1-1. Ethan Miller's had to throw quite a few pitches. 58 pitches so far for Ethan. Swing and a miss. Tyler stealing. Ethan throws to third, not in time. Tyler Wright takes the stolen base. Ethan digging in there. I don't see anybody warming up in the don't see anybody oh, ball's hit back to the pitcher, off the pitcher's leg to second base. Another RBI. Tough play there. Ethan Miller with the ball, shot back up the middle, bounces off his ankle.
Next up to bat, number 10,
Eli Moore tries to make a play, but it's just too late with the ball spinning off the pitcher's leg. Looks like Ethan's okay. Maybe that hit his shoe instead of his shin, but it did take a hard right-hand turn. Runner on first base, 10-2. Ball's hammered into center field. Uh-oh. And he got burned. Center fielder's burned. Owen Beasley's burned. He made the mistake. Uh-oh. They're throwing third. Play at third base. He must have dropped it. Owen Beasley makes a strong throw with the runner trying to advance from second to third. Looked like he had a chance to get him, and it looks like third baseman Braden Adams must have dropped that ball because the ball beat him there. Looks like he got him, but Owen Beasley on a ball, that's one of the toughest plays with the sun right in your eyes. Owen Beasley, the sun's setting in the west right behind us here. So Owen Beasley, the ball was crushed to center field. Owen Beasley must have lost it in the sun for just a minute because he made the cardinal sin of backing up without turning his hips. But I mean, like I said, that can be forgiven with this high sun on a no cloud day. Owen Beasley got burned on that last one. Now that makes it 11-2. 11-2. Now batting is number 2, Hayden Hartzog, the shortstop. Uh-oh. And we had basically the equivalent of a swinging bunt there. We had a Hartzog swings hard, hits off the inside of his bat for a spinner right in front of the catcher's, right in front of the home plate. Ethan Gibson does his best job to field it, got a little turned around, but as we've talked about, these Hartzog kids, they're all baseball players, doesn't matter what team they've been on. And both of these Hartzog kids on the St. George team are just fast kids. Ethan Gibson didn't have a chance to throw him out. Hartzog stealing again. I'm so surprised. So surprised or whatever. These Hartzog kids, they get on their stealing first move because they know that nobody's got a chance. All right, big, strong left-handed hitter with an open stance. Is this number 12? We're back to Wimberley now. This has been quite a two-out rally here. 12-2, bottom of the third. Yep. It's just a matter of time before catcher Hunter Hartzog tries to take third here. Even with a 10-run lead, 2 outs. What a lead. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see that, ladies and gentlemen, but I think he's even getting out of your frame there. There he is, getting back to second now. And whenever you get such an aggressive lead like that, it's tough for both the pitcher and the catcher. Walk to Harrison Wimberley, but it's tough for both the catcher and the pitcher in that particular situation because whenever you take such an aggressive lead with such a great secondary, what happens is that if you throw behind him, he just gets to jog to third and take the base. And you know, if I was the coach of this particular, if I was the coach of Seneca right now with either one of those Hartzog kids taking the lead like that, I would just go ahead and each pitch just go ahead and start running right at him. Or maybe I would put a quick back to pitcher throw and have the pitcher run straight at him. That's the only thing that you can really do in this situation. And he's stealing, hit and run. Ball's hitting the 5-6 hole. Good piece of managing over there for St. George and Coach Brent Jackson. Good job there. I'll tell you, both those Hartzog kids doing a great job of putting their team in a position to win. 13-2 here in the bottom of the third. This bottom half of the inning started 2-2. 2-2 at the beginning of this third inning, bottom of the third inning. And here we are, we've had a tough time here. And I'll tell you, Ethan Miller, Coach Matt Adams making Ethan Miller just go ahead and take it here. There's been quite a few errors. Has to be pitch number 72. The kids only get 85 pitches here, so anyway, Coach Matt Adams riding or dying with Ethan Miller today. going to get all 85 pitches, and the clock will start on him here in the third inning. 85 pitches in third inning, that's way too many, for 3 innings of work. But in Ethan's defense, we've had quite a few errors, some booted balls, some balls not thrown all the way to the first baseman. Here's another nubber to pitcher, thrown to first. Safe is the call. Ethan can't buy a break right now. Hate it for him. I'll tell you, Ethan's a great athlete, though. I'll tell you, that was another one of those spinning ground ball bunts. The ball was driven into the ground, spinning all the way around. It's 95. Oh, my bad. It's 95 pitches, ladies and gentlemen, not 85 pitches. So it looks like Coach Matt Adams is going to go ahead and go with Ethan quite a bit through the way.
Now, Rex, on that play that we just
Adams coming out. Could just imagine what this could be.
Big lead over there for Ethan.
Coach Matt Adams coming out to visit his pitcher, Ethan Miller. Ethan's on his 81st pitch in the bottom of the third inning. Like I said, I'm going to go get Ethan Miller's autograph after this, shake his hand and tell him what great courage he had to go out here and keep on plugging away. I'll tell you, that's how champions are built. Coach Adams making a change. Hat tip to Ethan Miller. Ethan's feeling a little bad. He's got his head hanging a little bit, but I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a fan of that kid. All right. Yeah, I kept on announcing. I'm not sure, Alec, if we were even on, but I kept announcing anyway. All right, fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Bluffton, South Carolina, Oscar Frazier Park. The score now is 15-2. Like we said, this has been a two-out rally of all two-out rallies for St. George. I want to say it's been about a 12-run two-out rally Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a big fan of number 2, Ethan Miller. The Seneca coach left Ethan Miller out there for 81 pitches here in the third inning. 81 pitches just through the third inning. Not all of that was Ethan's fault. I mean, I'm not going to lie, St. George hammered some balls. St. George hammered some balls out there and everything, but there was a couple of errors, a couple of outfield misplays. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, hat tip to Ethan Miller pitching 81 pitches in just 3 innings on a 94-degree day with at least 90% humidity. And that kid just kept plugging and plugging. I'm proud of the kid in this particular situation. We have a new pitcher now. Eli Moore's your new pitcher for Seneca, number 3, Eli Moore. He was your second baseman. Looks like Ethan Miller's now playing second base, it looks like. Gotcha.
Folks, for those of you that are streaming with us along here on the county channel, unfortunately we did deal with some power issues. However, we hope that we've got those all fixed for the rest of the game.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. You do not hear this one too often. 18th batter of the inning for St. George. That is not a typo. 18th batter here in the bottom of the third inning. Not the 18th batter of the game, 18th batter of the inning. And Coach Matt Adams finally making the change here. Ball's hammered. Nice backhanded play by Braden Adams. First baseman holds on this time finally for the third out. And there we were, 18 batters in. And finally the side is retired with a 15-2 lead for St. George. 13 runs on a gaggle of hits and probably at least 4 or 5 errors. And I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and take a break now at the bottom of the third. We'll be coming back here in the fourth inning of action when we get back. 15-2. You're listening and watching play on the Beaufort County channel.
Hey, I'm Josh Reddick, World Series champ, and you're watching the county channel.
The County Channel is also available on video on demand. Go to BeaufortCountySC.gov, scroll down to Public Meetings, click Watch Now, and then click the Video on Demand button and select your program from the list.
Call the meeting to order.
If you'd like a DVD of this program, click on the link on the right and fill out the order form. And thank you for watching the County Channel.
Yep. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Field 2 to the Terry L. Pickney Memorial Field here at Oscar Frazier Park in Bluffton, South Carolina. And we got ourselves a bit of a blowout here now, 15-2. At the bottom of the third inning, the score was tied 2-2, and then St. George just went on a power display with, especially with Tyler Wright coming up with the 2 big hits with a triple and a double. 18 batters up in the inning in the bottom of the third inning. Now we're here at the top of the fourth. Your pitcher, again for St. George right now in the top of the fourth inning, is now Trevor Hilton. Still Trevor Hilton. Number 4, Kobe Gentry, the designated hitter, now batting. Umpire calls time to clean off the plate. That is one thing on these days where it's so hot here at Bluffton, South Carolina. It does get dusty. You can sneeze and cover that plate up with the dust here on field number 2. First pitch, 1 ball, no strikes to number 4, the DH for Seneca. Kobe Gentry, number 7 batter in the order. No outs. Well, it could be 15 after 3 if it, it's, we're here in the fourth now. I'll get a clarification on that. Is it 10 after 4, Alan? 10 after 5. Oh, 12 after 4. So right now, this could be it right now. 12 after 4. St. George wouldn't have to hit, so Seneca's got to get something rolling here. 2 balls and 1 strike to the DH. Strike called on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All right. What a great job by the Beaufort County Channel to be able to, oh, ball is hammered down the right field line past first baseman Harrison Wimberly. Leadoff single. Seneca doesn't want to go back to the hotel room that quick. Leadoff single for Seneca. For the DH, Kobe Gentry. Facing the prospects of a mercy rule, 12 after 4. It's 15-2 right now. Harrison Wimberly up to bat. Oh, I'm sorry, Owen Beasley. There's 2 giant left-handers in this game, 1 for each team. This is Owen Beasley, the center fielder for number 22 for Seneca. All right, good lead there for Kobe. Pitch is hammered down the right field line, but foul. Good quick hands by Owen. Owen swinging a one-piece Louisville Slugger. Look at that. I think that's even a BB Core bat, and he's hammering the ball. Owen's only about 9 foot tall. Big, strong kid. Pitch on the way. Ooh, just missed on the outside corner. Good pitch by Trevor Hilton. All right, 1 man on, no out here for Seneca. Seneca trying to keep the game alive here. Foul ball to Owen Beasley. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 15-2 here in the 4th inning.
Pitch count for Nicholas Folks, 21 pitches.
Third baseman playing deep for the left-handed batter. Shortstop at regular depth, as well as second baseman. Ball is hit to the left-hand side. Should be playable for the third baseman, Jake Curtin. We got ourselves the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 37, Tanner Ball.
Nice play by Jake Curtin for 1 out here in the 4th inning. My name is Rex Smith, and I'm proud to be calling this game for the Beaufort County Channel. Number 37, Tanner Ball now batting. St. George trying to get me to local pie for a cold adult beverage here early in the evening. Uh-oh, throw goes into right center. Advancing to third. And he's safe. Ball was thrown into right center field on the stolen base attempt. Second base was stolen easily with the ball being thrown in right field, advancing. And with Tyler Wright out there in center field, not only can Tyler hit doubles and triples, Tyler's got a howitzer cannon out there. Made the throw to third. Ball's hit into left field. Is coming up short. That's a base hit. RBI. Makes it 15-3 here in the 4th inning. Shouldn't have said anything about going to local pie for a cold adult beverage. 15-3. 1 out here in the 4th inning. Now batting, top of the order, Eli Moore. Runner on first. Pitch is high. Connor Carlton with that hit. It was a pop fly hit over there in no man's land. Oh, I'm sorry, Tanner Ball did. Eli Moore to bat. Trevor Hilton's at 65 pitches. Ball's hammered into center field. Tyler Wright camps under it for the 2nd out. So that's 2 outs here in the 4th inning, 15-3.
Now batting number 5, King Rosa.
All up to number 2 batter. The number 2 batter, number 5, Cade Ratcliffe, the shortstop. Got to get something going to get some extra baseball for Seneca, or else this is going to be ball game. Ball's high there. Cade Ratcliffe, good, big, strong kid, shortstop. Handles the bat really well, swinging the Cat 5 today. Pitcher comes set, pitch, taken high. 2 balls and no strikes. Trevor wanting to close this game out to get an opening round win. This is one of the, everybody says you gotta, to win this tournament, you really got to keep yourself in the winner's bracket, and you got to start with a first round win right here. Trevor Hilton showing some courage out here on his probably close to the 70th pitch, even though he just walked that batter. That was 4 straight balls. Trevor's looking in the dugout. Looks like he may be a bit gassed. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, as humid and hot as it is out there, looks like he's getting some encouragement from his coaches over there, Brent Jackson over there for St. George, telling Trevor, close this out for me, brother. Men on first and second. Woo. Pretty good pitch right there, Trevor, taking for a ball. Good spot. Third baseman playing deep for the right-handed hitter. Pitch on the way. Called strike on the outside third. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Trevor Hilton pitches. Ball is hammered to center field. Tyler Wright says, I'm not having any of that. That should be ball game, ladies and gentlemen. If they do go by the 12 runs after 4 inning rule. There's no home runs.
That is now ball game, folks.
That is the ball game. Ball game, ladies and gentlemen, 15-3. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Miller, who was the pitcher for Seneca, like I told you earlier, I'm going to go shake that kid's hand. Out there, 80-something pitches, 3 innings, had to go through 4 or 5 errors and everything. He's my player of the game, even though Seneca got beat 15-3. Tyler Wright putting on a show with the double and the triple, and St. George did show a power brigade out there. Looks like one of the teams to beat here. Big, strong team. Guys that can handle the bat 1 through 5. Actually, 1 through 9. All the batters showing a good, strong ability to handle the bat. And our final score, again, is 15-3. St. George in a mercy rule. 12 runs after 4. 12-run lead after 4. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my privilege to present this game to you. Seneca and St. George here at Field 2 at Oscar Frazier Park in Bluffton, South Carolina. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow for further action. Let's see, I was trying to see if we...
That's right, Rex, and tomorrow we're going to have our first game here on Field 2 at 9 a.m. That's going to be the loser from Game 1, which would have been... Oh, gosh, I want to say...
Yeah, I don't have the brackets up here either, Alec.
I don't either, but, what's worse is I honestly don't know who was the loser of Game 2. But the 2 losers from today's Game 1 and Game 2 will face off tomorrow for the Dixie Boys Tournament. It's followed by the 12 p.m. game, which will be Game 8, which will see us with losers from Games 3 and Game 4. And then we'll also follow up with Games 5 and Game 6 losers.
For all of our people at home, for the latest updates, latest bracket updates and things like that, please go to Beaufort County Pals, Beaufort County Baseball, Beaufort County Parks and Recreation website. They have a fantastic web presence for this particular tournament, this high-profile tournament here. For the state championships for Dixie boys and Dixie junior boys, you can get all the latest up-to-date all the latest and up-to-date brackets, figures, and scores on that website. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rex Smith signing off from Field 2 at Oscar Frazier Park. We're going to go down and watch our Bluffton baseball boys host, play the rest of their game. And thank you for inviting me into your homes this evening. Again, my name is Rex Smith with Bluffton Baseball. Appreciate all you do. Thank you.
Thank you, folks. You've been watching the County Channel special presentation of the Dixie Boys State Tournament here at Field 2 at Oscar Frazier Park. We'll see you tomorrow.